Everyone, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to show you how to make this cute box using Stampin' Up! Products. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and this is for Christmas. It says Christmas Cheer. I use the Perfectly Parcels die to create this box. There's this piece here, and you cut out two of them, and then you adhere them together, and you get this box. So to open it, you just open the flaps, and then you just open it up like this. You could put candy in there. It's pretty roomy. You could put, a good amount of candy in there. You can fit a gift card in here. I tried it and it works. Maybe wrap it in a little bit of tissue paper. You can put jewelry, a small toy, a little note, anything. So the way I made this was I used the Toile Christmas paper, I think it's called, to get this. I think it's really pretty. And then I cut out, using this piece, the garden green, which matches the box. And then I cut out foil, gold foil with this to get that foil look. And then I stamped the Christmas cheer from Itty Bitty Christmas, and I heat embossed it with gold. And then I have these little gold glimmer dots. So I thought it was really cute. I've made these earlier in the year. I made different papers, so it's nice. You can use them for any occasion, and I'm going to make a different color this time. I'm going to use real red, and I'm going to use the Let It Snow Designer Series paper. So I have my pieces cut out. I cut out two of these. Oops, this way. So two of these, and then I used this is the Let It Snow Designer Series paper, and I cut out this little cute snowman from this one. Same thing, Let It Snow Designer Series paper, and it has this glitter all attached to it. And I just think he just makes me smile. He's a happy little guy, so I wanted to use him on it. And then I have some pieces for the banner for the sentiment. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold everything. So all of this is already scored. So when you cut it with the die, it has the score line. So it makes it really easy. And I'm just going to fold them all. You could use your bone folder to make sure they're nice crisp edges. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to just kind of due to time. I don't want to make you sit here all day. So just get all of these folded, and then you do the same thing with this one. And now we're going to adhere it. Now when you're adhering it, you want to make sure that your pieces are lined up the same way. So this is actually the bottom of the box, and this is the top. And you're going to put your adhesive on the tab, and you're going to make sure that your folds are lined up. You don't want to line up this, you want to line up these two folds. You can use a strong adhesive. I'm going to use a liquid glue. You could use tear tape, or if you still have fast fuse. I wouldn't use a regular snail or tape runner type thing, because you really want this to hold together good. You don't want to give it to someone and then have it fall apart. So it's always important when you're making a box or some type of 3D item that you use a very strong adhesive. So I'm going to do the same thing here. So now we have one long piece, and then we want to use these tabs because we're going to fold it together and make a long, or not a long, make a box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this over, and then I'm going to fold this right on top of it. And again, I'm going to take note of where my fold lines are so that they meet up. Okay, I just want to make sure this is nice and strong. All right, so this is the bottom of the box, this kind of funny thing. So what we want to do is we're going to, oh, I missed a fold. I like to just line it up so I know what I'm doing before I put the glue in the wrong place. Okay, so we're going to push that down. So we want to put glue on the inside of this. I'm going to bend it backwards, but it will be the inside on both of these triangles. So again, we want it on the inside. And then we want to just get this lined up and hold it here. I'm just going to hold it for a minute. I hope you could see what I'm doing. And the tear tape might be better with this because you want it to really stick and not be not move around. I just want to hold it in place for a second here. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing here, but you want to kind of fold that in. And what we're going to do is we're going to push this down so that this hooks into each other. Okay, so now let's do this again. So I'm just going to hold this down and make sure it's all good. Okay, so the bottom of the box is done. And now the top of the box, this is kind of a funny thing too. So you're going to fold, you want these little triangles to be sticking out. Not the way you would expect it to go, or the way I would expect it to go. Maybe you guys are looking ahead and understanding this better than I did, because the first time I did it, I wasn't sure exactly how it worked. So we want this to come down and down. Okay, and then it's going to just fit right into this little slot here. Okay, and this will fit into this little slot here. Let me get the slot open. There we go. Okay. So that's your box. Now let's get the belly band. So again, I said this was a 3 1/4 by 8 strip of the Let It Snow Designer Series paper. And I'm going to score it so that it wraps around nicely. So let's see, I'm going to take this and I'm scoring it at 1 1/4. And then 2 5/8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to go over it twice because this is a little bit thick because the back has some of that glitter on it. And then 4 7/8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could feel it underneath it, it's a little bumpy. And then 6 2/8, so 1, 2. And that will just help bend around the belly band so that it all goes in the right place. So see on the back, some of this has some glitter on it, so it was a little bit harder to score. Not that it was difficult, but I just wanted to make sure that I got through that with a good line, good score line. So I'm just folding it all down, and you could use that side, you could use whatever side you want. And I'm going to put it around the box, and I like to adhere things on the box versus off the box, and then it's a little too tight, because you want to make sure that it's not too tight. I mean, you have a little fudge here, so if you did it off the box, you might not get it in the right place. And I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on each side, so just a little strip here and a little strip here. And then we can put it on the box. Kind of line it up so each of the sides meet. Make sure it slides. Okay, I think that's okay. Yeah. This one seems to be sticking up a little bit. I'll have to fix that. But anyway, so that's that piece. And then I wanted to put him on, But I wanted to put a little bit of a, here it is, I want to put believe, a little sentiment from Itty Bitty. I like the believe. It just seems like it goes with him. And actually I have him mounted, and I'm going to put it on with some real red ink. I'm going to just put it out here. And I'm going to just flag this. And you can just cut in. A lot of people do it that way. They just cut in and angle it. I like to use my triple banner punch. Or banner triple punch. I always say that backwards. And I like to just feed it in the back. So this punch locks. And if you unlock it and you feed it in, and I like to have the sentiment facing up, so when I feed it in I can see kind of where it is. And then I'm going to punch this because I want to layer it. Okay. So we'll layer this up and kind of see where he's going to fit. So I'm going to cut it about here. So I'm just winging it. And let me get my scissors, which are, here they are. And this is going to be behind the snowman, so it doesn't matter if it's perfect or not. And I'll just glue this together. Make sure I have it kind of with a nice even border around it. And then I'm going to pop him up, but I want to see where this goes. And I think I'll have it kind of on an angle. So I'm going to put the believe down flat and then pop up the snowman. And I like it like on an angle. Just goes with the kind of whimsy look of this guy. And let me put some dimensionals down. I'm going to put some big ones and some of the minis to make sure. Or maybe you'll, well, yeah, I'll put some minis down as well. Let's see. I'll put a mini on his scarf. And I think I'm going to put just a little piece on his two hands. I don't want them to bend or anything. And just make sure you can't see that through the other side. I'm just going to cut that off a little bit. And then I'll get another little tiny piece for his other arm. Just to make sure, because they're a little bit delicate. I think his nose is okay. This is even a little bit too big. Just a little tiny piece here. And the minis are good, but this is a little bit smaller than the mini could handle. Nope. Sorry, I know I'm probably getting a little crazy here. There we go. Okay, we're almost done with this. And you could put some gems or glitter dots or something like that as well. I think it's cute and fun, maybe for a young person. All right. Isn't he cute? And you can just open these up. Open this end. Open the box, and voila, we got some nice little treat in there. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this, and give it a try. It's a fun little project to make. You can make a bunch of them and put them as little things on your table, little favors, or just little gifts. Give it to your mailman, or I should say postal worker, or anybody who does nice things, your hairdresser, and give them a little, you could put money in it, or whatever you want. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and you have a good day. Take care. Bye.